Welcome back, farmers, to our YouTube channel. In this video, I want to be brief and direct to the point. I want to give you an organic treat that cures all the types of coughs or the respiratory illnesses that affect our chickens. It doesn't matter if it's the chronic respiratory disease, also called mycoplasmosis. It doesn't matter if it's aspergillosis, also called the brooder pneumonia, or even the gapeworms that cause labored breathing in the chicken. The treat that I'm going to give you is effective in treating all these types of coughs or illnesses because it have a combination of organic treats that are able to eliminate the bacteria, the fungi, and also the worms that can bring about these respiratory illnesses of chicken. In this video, I will also tell you how these treats work in the bodies of the chicken. I will also give you information on how to make this organic treat and the dosage that you are going to administer to your chicken so that you can be able to eliminate these respiratory illnesses from your chicken. Therefore, make sure that you watch the whole video so that you can get the full information. But before we get into this video, kindly, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and also hit that bell notification so that every time that I post another educative video, YouTube will alert you. Also, make sure to hit that like button and also the share button because they help this video to be shown to more farmers so that they can be able to get this important information. You can also tell us where you are watching us from and leave your suggestions and questions in the comment section below. The general signs and symptoms of any type of cough or respiratory illness that affect the chicken include the sneezing, coughing, watery eyes. Also, there is the swelling of the eyes. There is the labored breathing, which is characterized by gasping or the opening of the mouth to search for air. And this labored breathing can also be a sign of gapeworm, which attacks the respiratory system of the chickens. And the treat that I'm going to give you is also able to eliminate this gapeworm alongside healing other respiratory illnesses. Other signs and symptoms include the pale combs and wattles, anorexia, that is the lack of appetite, and also lethargy, that is the general body weakness of the chickens, which also causes depression. What could be the cause of these respiratory illnesses in chickens? There are three major categories of the causes that leads to these respiratory illnesses in chickens, and number one is the microorganisms, for example the bacteria, the fungi, and also the parasites like the gapeworms. Number two is about the poor routine management. Poor routine management include poor ventilations, lack of proper hygiene, that is not washing the drinkers and the feeders, feeding the chickens expired feeds that are poorly stored, lack of proper litter management, which causes the accumulation of ammonia, and ammonia now affects the respiratory tract of the chicken, which leads to exposure to these illnesses, for example the chronic respiratory disease. The third category of what causes this respiratory illness is the combination of these two, that is the combination of the microorganisms and the poor routine management. For example, if there is poor hygiene, this will lead to accumulation of the pathogens or the microorganisms that are capable of causing the disease. And based on these sources, that is why prevention remains the best way to treat diseases. But how are we going now to treat these illnesses organically? Before you even sort out what treatment to take, always isolate sick birds from the healthy ones so that you can be able to prevent the transmission of the infection and so that you can be able to effectively treat this sick bird. And also, you can be able to monitor them properly because when they intermingle with the others, you cannot be able to monitor them. And also, this helps in faster recovery because they are able to feed separately. But if you put these sick birds with the others, they will transmit the disease and they will not be able to compete with the others for feed. So they are going to be suppressed, leading to more deterioration. And now let's get into the organic treats. And how do these organic treats work? Or what is their mode of action when they get into the system of the chicken? The treats I'm about to give you have antibacterial, antifungal, and antiparasitic properties which help to kill bacteria, fungi, and parasites which cause respiratory illnesses in the chickens. The first treat that I'm going to talk about is a combination of turmeric and pepper. Pepper has the antiparasitic properties, that is, it is able to clear the worms. Therefore, it is very effective against the gapeworms. And the turmeric has antibacterial and antifungal properties, and this will help to eliminate diseases like the chronic respiratory disease and also aspergillosis or the brood pneumonia. When it comes to preparation, you are going to wash this turmeric and pepper properly. Then you are going to put them into the blender. Make sure that you use equal amounts. That is, if you are using 250 grams of turmeric, use also 250 grams of pepper. Then you are going to put them in the blender. You're going to add some water and you blend them together. Or the blended combination that you are going to get is now the one that is going to be used to be added into the drinking water of the chickens. The amount that you are going to add, or the dosage that you are going to use, is 1 teaspoonful per 3 liters of the chicken drinking water. And you are going to offer this 2 times a week. But for the severely affected birds, you are supposed to give them this decoction or this mixture by mouth. Make sure that you give each chicken 5 ml of this blended juice, and this helps to increase the effectiveness so that you can be able to eliminate these infections. The second treat is garlic, and garlic, we have been talking a lot about garlic, and it has this antimicrobial and antifungal and also antioxidant properties which helps in the recovery from these respiratory diseases. When it comes to preparation of garlic, you're just going to remove the cover, and you take the cloves, you put them in a mortar and pestle or any other way that you can be able to crush them properly. After crushing them, then now you're going to scoop them with the teaspoonful, and you put them into the chicken water, and now you are going to stir so that now the garlic can be able to blend properly with the water, so that now you can be able to treat these respiratory illnesses. The third treat is the coconut oil. The coconut oil has been found to have antibacterial and antifungal properties that are very effective when it comes to treating the respiratory diseases in chickens. For the severely affected chicken, make sure that you give them by mouth, so that you can be able to bring down these, infections. But for the other chickens, you can add the coconut oil in the drinking water or in their drinking water. Make sure that you hit the video on your screen right now so that you can be able to know the 7 best growth promoters for the broiler chickens.